real quiet. Barbecue starts early. It's about 4 a.m. Just got the pit going. It's going to be about another hour before I can start putting meat on it. Good morning, guys. It's your man Doug from Red Pig, coming to you live from the Red Pig compound, sunny Newport Richey, Florida. I'm gonna have a good look at this fire that we got going early this morning and see if we're ready to roll. So I got a good bed of coals, got a couple of heavier logs on the outside to provide us with some smoke, and then when I get everything put on there, I'm gonna throw a couple more on top, and that should give us a good long smoke. A couple hours in duration, I'm sure. All right, guys, so what we've selected today to cook on the pit is some beef ribs. We're going to, you have to forgive me, I'm not new at barbecue, but I am new at vlogging. So if I sound stupid, it's not on purpose. Anyway, we're gonna do some beef ribs. I don't get a chance to do beef ribs very often. I don't sell them on my truck. Typically I sell brisket, pulled pork, chicken, and occasionally St. Louis or spare ribs, pork ribs. I don't do beef ribs very often, so it's kind of a treat for me to do these today with you. So anyway, a couple different ways you can get these. I mean, I'm sure there's more than a couple, but these are the commercial cryo-packed ones. Already came in like a shrunk wrap plastic coating. And then these were, I requested these from the butcher at the grocery store to cut some for me. So good and thick. I got a pretty decent fat cap on them. These are going to go a little bit further, or excuse me, closer to the fire because they are a little thicker. They're going to take a little bit more heat. And so let's get started. Let's get started seasoning these bad boys. With beef, I very rarely use anything else but salt and pepper. I find that it just works best to bring out the natural flavor of beef. So we're going to go a little salt and a little pepper. And people say, oh, you know, you should be using the kosher salt. You should be using the thicker pepper. Well, I'm in business, so I buy what I can use in a lot of different recipes. Like this salt and this pepper is also got to go well in my salads and my side dishes that I make. So I have to be able to use everything. It's all about the bottom line, sadly, right? Anyway, I'm going to do both sides of these. I don't really focus too much on the sides. I like them to pink up. I don't necessarily need a big bark on the sides. So, and that's it. All right. As I said, we're going to put these a little closer to the fire. Get these stuck in here. And I'm not saying this is the perfect way to do these, but this is the way that I do it. It works. You can experiment. Oops, I didn't put pepper on that side. Hey, even the master messes up. Went a little heavy on the pepper there, so I'll rub it down a little bit. All right, a little salt. Here's somebody in the background making me some more firewood. That's good. Somebody's always getting a tree cut, taken down, so that's free fuel for the Red Pig. All right, guys, let's get these on the heat. Gloves. All right, so as I said before, now's the time to put on some fresh wood and get some more smoke going here. Close the lid down on him. And I got some wood ready for us over here. And when you're working around these smokers and these cookers, it's always a good idea to have a thick pair of gloves on, because everything is either greasy, hot, or sharp metal edges or splinters. So always have your protective gear on. It'll be hazardous. So let's see how that works. Guys, I'd like to run this temperature right around where it's at, right around 225 for the next, say, 3 hours. I'll check on them occasionally. I won't lift the lid too much, because if you're looking, you ain't cooking. So we'll check them at 3 hours and see where we're at. And it might be time to move them closer or further away from the fire. We'll take a look then. Hey guys, well, we got a little bit of time, okay, before we have to check those beef ribs. So I'm going to talk about Red Pig Barbecue for a moment. Red Pig Barbecue is the name of my food truck that my wife and I started officially about a year ago. March 2020, I left a career in the medical field to start working the truck full time. And I have no regrets. I mean, it was good timing to get out of medicine, I would think. But anyway, we're knock wood, we're doing pretty well. We serve barbecue in Pasco, Hernando, and Pinellas County here in Florida. I totally enjoy being out there and getting to meet everybody. I'm amazed and humbled by the support we've gotten. People are wearing our shirts, buying our food, sporting our stickers. And it's great. It's quite a feeling to be sitting at a stoplight and see a car go by with a Red Pig sticker on it. It's pretty neat. But anyway, we're trying this new vlog thing out. I don't know how good it's going to be or entertaining it's going to be, but I'm going to give it a shot because I have had people ask me, "Hey man, how do you make this stuff?" And you know what? I'm realistic. My barbecue is probably not the best in the world. It's probably not the best in the country. Heck, it's probably not the best in town, but I'm pretty proud of it. Everybody seems to like it. And like I said, people are actually coming by and buying it off of me. But anyhow, so I think each episode we're going to try to feature a different kind of barbecue like maybe the next time we'll do like a brisket. And we're going to talk about another passion of mine. We're going to review whiskeys. So I will be having guests from time to time helping me do that. And in the meantime, stay tuned. More to come. Welcome back. It's been about 3 hours. We're going to go ahead and raise the lid and look at these and see how we're doing. And it looks like we've got plenty of smoke. We got a little bit of bone showing on the edges there, which is a good sign. Tells me the ribs are cooking up nicely. Take a look at these rib plates here I was talking about earlier. Looks like a steak laying on top of there. It's just so much thicker and, in my opinion, a lot better to get them this way from the butcher instead of the cryo packs. But we're gonna wrap them now. Okay, that's a pro trick. I'll introduce you to a pro trick, LOL. It's gonna be I'm gonna wrap them in foil and put some butter in there to help them tenderize. So, as you see, I've got my aluminum foil standing by, and I've melted some margarine today. We're gonna use that. I find very little difference when it comes to either one. They both work the same as far as tenderizing the meat goes. So let's get started. Try to get a couple of pieces of foil out, because it's pretty thin stuff. So you don't want to punch any holes in it. With the bones showing, it's very possible that you will. I'm going to take these ribs, a little breeze out here. Meat side down. Hold my things up. Boy, nice rivers of these earlier, right? Okay. A little bit of butter. That's enough. And then wrap them up. Wrap them up as tight as you can. And not have any air leaks. And again, watch moving the bone back and forth in there and actually puncturing the foil. Put that back on there. Okay. Again, meat side down. A little butter. Put that over there so I don't knock it over. Wrap it up. Okay, you see that rib right there could puncture that foil, so you have to really be a little more gentle than before. Now this is going to actually steam the rib a little bit with that butter. And make it overall a lot more tender. I'm going to do the same exact thing with my pork ribs. Wow, see, I already cut a hole in that foil right there. Sorry about that. Yeah, new vlogger. Last rack. This ain't so bad. When you're out here wrapping 25 or 30 racks, it gets a little tedious. As you see though, these bones are already protruding. That's a good sign. Oh, bones are freaking hot. That these ribs are just about done. So 3 hours, 3.5 hours was the magic number. They're good. Right back on the pit. And we'll close the lid here. Let's get everything out of the way. The firebox too. See what kind of heat. Oh, we still got a lot of wood left, so we're okay. I don't even think we're going to need to add any more for the finishing hour. All right, guys. Well, it's about an hour later. We're going to go ahead and open the lid and see what things are looking like here. Okay. Still a little hot. Oh, okay. Well, they look pretty good. They don't look too bad to me. You get in here and start moving these bones around, you'll find that you probably, yeah, you can turn that bone all the way around. They are done. Okay. So to finish these things up, to make them look a little nicer and a little bit more appetizing, roll them over a little bit. They've got a good color to them. I'm pretty pleased with how they came out. I'm going to sauce them, and I'm going to put them back in here for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes at high heat, and it should caramelize the sauce on here and make it really, really look pretty and be extra tasty. So anyway, the saucing technique is pretty easy. Flip it over to the meat side. Put some Red Pig's own sweet barbecue sauce. And then just brush it on. Try to find the goofiest, most bizarre brush that you can find. That helps. Have a little fun with it, right? All right. And then if you have a top shelf in your smoker or in your cooker, this is a perfect way to use this for the top shelf for this, because it gets much hotter up there, especially closer to the burn box, and it'll speed up the charring on these rather quickly, so it'll definitely help you get things done quicker. All right, so let's see what these bad boys look like. Oh yeah, they look pretty good. All right, they're still hot, that's for sure. And then a little barbecue sauce and a goofy brush. Again, if you were in a competition or you were being judged on these, they probably wouldn't win because the bones are too loose, or you know, just presentation is everything in a competition. But man, if you're selling barbecue, you want it to taste good first and not worry about as much how it looks. I mean, it's got to look decent, don't get me wrong, can't look like garbage, but yeah. And we'll put them up there. It looks like we're gonna have to use the bottom shelf, but you should be able to see how tender they are, that's for sure. They're loose. So, and that's what you want with ribs. You know, it's part of the animal is pretty tough flesh. So, low and slow. That's the name of barbecue, man. Keep the fires as low as you can, and it's gonna take some time for you. All right, we'll check back. Same logs that we put on earlier, and all I did was just rake them to the middle, and it gets them going again. Get all the coals in a pile, and it'll get hot again for you. And that's what you need to not burn the sauce, but kind of toast the sauce on the ribs. That's really what you want to do. And we'll see how it's been about 30 minutes. I'm gonna raise the lid up here and see how we did with our ribs. All right. I think they look pretty good. I think they have a good color, and I know they're going to be tender. Let's see. We'll pull one of the thicker ones off too. Yeah, that's how you want them to look, guys. Let's get a little cutting board and do some slicing and see how they look. The official Red Pig cutting board. I know it's not red, but it's still official. All right. Look at that. Yeah. I think it's done. So let's make a cut. So that doesn't look too bad, guys. We got a nice smoke ring on there. Not too heavy. We didn't get but maybe 3.5 hours of smoke total on these. I think the bark looks nice. I think they cut superbly. I mean, they're tender as all get out. These are going to be pretty good, guys. We're gonna sit at the table here and we're gonna try them out. All right, guys. Well, I certainly appreciate you hanging out with me today. Had a good time. Always have a good time making barbecue and talking about barbecue and showing people maybe how to do something they didn't know how to do, or maybe I learned something today. I don't know. Anyway, I know it probably wasn't terribly entertaining. I will get better at these, I promise. But I appreciate you guys subscribing. I appreciate you guys enduring this. And to my friends here in Newport Richey, Pasco County, Hernando County, Pinellas County, come out and see me on the rig, and you can try this stuff 3-4 days a week. I'd really like that. So, wow. That's pretty good, guys. That's pretty good. All right. Thanks, Red Pig Nation. Remember, keep it low and slow.